Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Car Crazy Canadians. Today I'll be changing the spark plugs on ProjectX in hopes that it'll pass an e-test. A minor disclaimer, I am not a mechanic by any means, I don't pretend to be, and this is not intended to be an instructional video. I started off by numbering the plug wires with a pen to ensure that they go back in the correct order to avoid any issues during startup. As you can see, the plugs are not only a little aged and dirty, but it's also a champion copper plug. These are the manufactured recommended plugs. A simple Google search returned that Honda recommends the NGK Premium Platinum Tip spark plugs. Now, I opted to fast forward the majority of the work as it was rather time consuming when you're not a mechanic, and I'm trying to be careful to avoid issues like cross-threading the spark plug into the block. Having removed all the plugs, I opted to break open a new toy and give it a try. I'm going to try and take a look at the piston heads with an inspection camera, seen here. Now, it proved to be quite difficult to maneuver the inspection camera and keep the small screen at an angle visible to the video camera. Actually look like they're in pretty good shape. Considering 425,000 kilometers. As you can see here in the picture, we have the new platinum plug on the left and the old copper one on the right. We'll do a more in-depth video later taking a look at the piston heads, and I'll hook the inspection camera up to a TV so we can get a better view. Now, one of the issues that I did encounter that ate up a lot of my time was that the spark plug socket was too new. Now, what would happen was the rubber ring inside the spark plug would stick onto the spark plug so hard that it would come apart from the wrench before it would release the spark plug. This caused a great deal of headache for me, as I couldn't get the spark plug to stay in the block tight enough and get the wrench and the socket back out. So what I ended up having to do was stick the spark plug about 3/4 of the way into the socket, put the wrench in, lightly hand tighten the spark plug in. I did that for all four and then came back and tightened them with the wrench one at a time. One of the main reasons for changing the spark plugs, other than the e-test, was that the car smelled like it was burning rich when it was running. Now, let's see if this worked. Or if I've just destroyed everything. Or two, one. All right. Let's see how we did. Screw everything up, or did we do okay?